Thank you for tuning in. This is clearly stated. You are tuned into Vibrating Minds. This is part 3 of customer service versus customer support. Customer validation. Departmental Appreciation Treasury. Box of sorts. And you know what? If you can't make one, you might want to take some of that goddamn bonus money that you get and put it in. You guys got to figure out at the top how to rearrange your whole financial aspect, because right now it's really uneven. Each department wants to have a sense of worth within the organization. Each department, staff, wants to be able to come in, do their job, be appreciated for the work that they do, and be validated for the work that they do. And as an agent, when you're coming in, whatever department you're in, whatever, if you're an agent or you're a technician or, whatever it is that you're doing within the departments that you're working in, right? Whatever your roles are. You can be two type of an employee, right? You can be the one employee that comes in and is there for the fucking paycheck. You don't give a fuck about the job. You don't give a fuck about the progress. You're just there to get your paycheck and leave. Or you're the employee that comes in and gives your 100% to the work that you do. And I mean 100%, because that's just part of your work ethic. And all the work that you do is quality. But you also have to work with the other asshole. So you got to balance that, right? But if you're coming in as an employee, no matter what department you're working in, every single department's number one goal is the customer, the client, the end person, the person that utilizes the product or the service that you are providing. Be decent to these people. You are their front line. Smile. Have a fucking personality. Be kind. Be real. And any department head, and by department head, I'm going to go with my understanding. I think it's pretty generalized across the board, because I've worked in various different types of work. But you're the bottom, and then you've got leads that manage these ones, right? That sort of look over them, and then you've got superiors above these leads, right? That look over these leads. And then above these superiors, you have that, that management aspect to that, right? Which are watching down on the supervisors. And each one of you has your own roles to play. And somewhere in there, the lead's position is to make sure that your agent is doing their jobs. So you have to be on your agents. You have to listen. You have to watch. You have to pay attention. Right? And on top of that, you have all the other things that your higher ups want you to do. But as a lead, your number one priority is to make sure that your agents are doing their job. Make sense? The supervisor's job is to be there to assist the lead that is already assisting the agent, and as a supervisor, you should have most definitely have at least done the agent's job to be a supervisor, so you understand. And I'll be really honest with you, if you haven't, then your first order of business when you start as in the supervisor position is to literally spend a good couple of weeks with the agents, directly with the agents, shadowing, listening, paying attention to what is going on. So you know what it is that you are supervising. And any corporation would ensure that this happens. If they're choosing to hire someone either internally or externally that holds that supervisorial position, just because you're a supervisor does not necessarily mean you are the best person to supervise this team. But because of the way things work now, just the fact that you're a supervisor doesn't matter if you know the job that you're supervising or not. That's not relevant. What's important to them is that you hold that title. That title is what's important to them, right? So here's what happens. They put you in a position because you have a title, and you jump into that position and you ain't got a clue what's going on in it. So for the team that is part of this process, right? They're going, interesting, who's coming in? And I guarantee you 100% there is someone on that team saying, what the fuck? I've been passed up again. Guaranteed. So as a supervisor, you're coming into a big mishmash of I'm going to end this one here, and we'll talk about what it is to come into supervising a department that you absolutely have no clue how to do. Oops, sorry. So we'll talk about that in part, I think it's part cat of customer service versus servicing customers. This is clearly stated, and you're tuned into Vibrating Minds. Until next time, thank you.